So here's the thing. Every single time DJI steps into the game, the entire action camera world stops to listen. And right now, everyone's asking one question. What's going on with the DJI Osmo Action 6? Because this isn't just another minor refresh. This could be the biggest leap DJI has ever made in an action camera. And the leaks we're seeing? They're not small tweaks, they're absolute game changers. We're talking about a larger sensor, variable aperture, 8K video recording, smartwatch integration, and a design that could leave GoPro shaking. But here's the catch. DJI hasn't confirmed anything. So what's real, what's fake, and what's coming next? Let's break it down piece by piece. Now, before we dive in, if you've been following action cameras for a while, you know DJI's pattern. They don't just copy trends. They wait, analyze, and then they drop something that resets the standard. The Osmo Action 5 Pro did that. Great sensor, solid stabilization, excellent heat control. But now it feels like DJI is preparing something entirely new. Something that feels more cinematic than casual. According to multiple reliable sources, the DJI Osmo Action 6 could come with a 1-inch sensor, or at least a 1.1-inch CMOS, a massive upgrade over the 1.3-inch chip in the previous model. If that's true, it would instantly make it the largest sensor ever put in a mainstream action camera. That means better low-light performance, more natural colors, and real depth footage, the kind of stuff you usually only see in mirrorless cameras. Now imagine this, so you're recording a mountain trail at sunset. The light is fading, and instead of that noisy, grainy mess most action cams give you, you're getting clean, cinematic shots, with every shadow and highlight perfectly balanced. That's what a bigger sensor can do. But wait, the real headline here isn't just the sensor. It's the variable aperture. Yes, you heard that right. A variable aperture on an action camera, something we've never seen before. Leaked specs mention a lens that can shift from f2.0 to f4.0. What does that mean for you? In bright daylight, you can stop down to f4.0 and get perfect exposure without overblown skies. In darker conditions, open it up to f2.0 and pull in all the light you need. No more ND filter headaches, no more overexposed shots, and no more limits to creativity. This one feature alone could make the Osmo Action 6 the most versatile action camera ever built. Now, let's talk about video quality. Because if you thought 4K was enough, think again. Leaks claim the Action 6 can shoot 8K at 30 frames per second and 4K at up to 120 FPS. 8K isn't just a marketing term, it gives creators room to crop, reframe, and stabilize footage in post, all without losing detail. And that's not all. DJI's new generation of RockSteady 4.0 stabilization is reportedly smarter, faster, and more precise than ever. So whether you're skydiving, snowboarding, or just walking down a street, the footage will look like it's shot on a gimbal. Smooth, stable, and insanely clean. But what's making creators even more curious is the talk about smartwatch integration. Some of the leaked images show the Action 6 paired with smartwatches like the Garmin Fenix series or even the Apple Watch, pulling live data like speed, altitude, heart rate, and overlaying it directly into your footage. Think about that, real-time metrics built into your adventure videos. You don't need to sync anything later, it's all happening live. This is a direct shot at GoPro's ecosystem, and honestly, if DJI pulls this off, they're not just selling an action camera, they're building an adventure platform. Design-wise, it looks like DJI is going with evolution, not revolution. The leaked body looks almost identical to the Osmo Action 5 Pro, but the lens housing is much bigger, possibly to accommodate that massive sensor. The front display seems brighter and sharper, and rumors suggest improved heat management to support 8K recording without throttling. Also, leaks point toward a new battery system, maybe with faster charging and longer endurance. Imagine a battery that runs 2 hours at 4K with 15-minute fast charge for 50%. That's the kind of upgrade content creators have been begging for. Now let's talk launch, because that's where things get interesting. Multiple sources claim that DJI has already started production runs for the Action 6, and an official reveal could happen in late October 2025 or early November at the latest. Some leaks even point to an internal DJI event that teased the camera alongside a new Osmo Mic 3 and Osmo Nano. So, if you're planning to buy a new camera soon, you might want to wait a few more weeks. Because once this thing drops, the Osmo Action 5 Pro's price will likely fall dramatically. And now, the big question, how much will it cost? Rumors say the base model could start around $329 USD, while a premium creator combo or pro kit might go up to $399 or $449. That's extremely aggressive. especially when you consider that GoPro's latest Hero 13 Black costs around $490. So DJI is not just trying to compete, they're trying to dominate the price-to-performance ratio. More features, lower price, that's a bold move. But let's be honest, leaks can sometimes exaggerate. So what could possibly go wrong? Well, DJI might limit 8K recording to short bursts. They might reserve variable aperture only for the Pro variant. Or they could delay the release entirely if firmware optimization isn't ready. And of course, some regions might not get it at launch. Still, even with those doubts, the excitement around this camera feels real. This isn't just hype. The photography community, the vloggers, even FPV pilots, everyone's waiting for DJI's next move. Now let's put this into perspective. Here's what we think the Action 6 will offer compared to the Action 5 Pro. Bigger sensor, better depth, dynamic range, and night shots. Variable aperture, more creative control, no overexposure. 8K video, sharper and more flexible footage. Smartwatch integration, real-time telemetry overlays. Longer battery, extended shooting sessions. Improved heat management, no thermal cutoffs. And if even half of these features are real, the Action 6 will easily become the most advanced action camera ever released. But here's where it gets truly exciting. Because DJI isn't just competing with GoPro anymore. They're stepping into Apple's and Garmin's ecosystem territory, blending fitness, data, and imaging into one seamless experience. Imagine this. You're mountain biking, wearing your Apple Watch. Your DJI Action 6 is recording in 4K 120, while your heart rate, speed, and altitude are displayed in real time on your footage. You upload it straight to your socials. No editing, no syncing, no overlays. Just pure storytelling. That's where action cameras are heading, and DJI wants to lead that revolution. So what does this mean for you, as a creator, adventurer, or filmmaker? It means the gap between cinema and adventure just got smaller. And if these leaks hold true, the Osmo Action 6 could be the first camera that truly does both. Rugged enough for mountains, and powerful enough for cinematic storytelling. Now the question is, will DJI deliver? Because if they do, GoPro might be in serious trouble. So here's the takeaway. If you already have an Osmo Action 5 Pro, hold off upgrading for just a few more weeks. If you're thinking about buying a GoPro Hero 13 Black, wait, because what's coming next from DJI could change everything. The leaks, the rumors, the whispers, they all point toward one thing. DJI is about to drop an absolute monster of a camera. So stay tuned, because when the Osmo Action 6 finally arrives, the definition of action camera will never be the same again. And if you've made it this far, here's a small question for you. Would you rather have an action camera that shoots 8K or one that shoots 4K perfectly with better battery life? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because the next few weeks are about to get very interesting.